I put a post on YouTube said, hey, what's your biggest struggles with cooking on the griddle? One that really stood out to me was Anthony Killingsworth. He said, Hussey, no matter what I do, I overcook chicken. I'm on the lowest setting. Like, what do I do? And I kind of took that to heart. And today, I want to show you how I do chicken. It's going to be flavorful, it's going to be good, and it's not going to be burnt, okay? So a few things to think about here. Is a lot of chicken these days. A lot of chicken is really big. So if you were to cook this thing, it's kind of flat on this end, right? And it's kind of thick on that end. You know, this right here is just gonna dry out before this gets done. So I got a little trick up my sleeve I wanna show you. This is what I do and works perfectly, all right? Got this piece of chicken. Now, chicken has a couple parts. This is the breast. This, you can see the seam. You can see the seam right in there. That's a tenderloin. That's the tenderloin. I like to separate the tenderloin from the chicken breast, okay? Just like that. One thing you can do is you can butterfly this, or this is kind of what I've been doing. Right where it tapers, where it starts to really come up, okay? Really, really thin down here, about right there. Right there. About right there. We're just gonna cut it. Now, you know, it's not gonna look like a nice piece of chicken breast, but you know what? It's gonna be flavorful, it's gonna be good, it's not gonna be burnt, it's not gonna be dry, all right? Now you got this piece, but look how thick that sucker is. And it's really, really thick right there. This piece is fine. We're gonna talk about this piece. And essentially we're making really about three to four pieces of chicken from one chicken breast. Now you got two pieces of chicken that's fairly the same size. They're gonna cook in the same manner. And then you got your tenderloin here too. And there you go. You got four pieces from one piece of chicken. This is a smaller piece right here. The tenderloin is about as big as the darn breast itself, so I don't know what happened there. But as you can see, you know, it's kind of thick. And then whenever sometimes you put it down onto your cooking surface, it kind of plumps up a little bit. So we're just gonna, it's a weird chicken breast, but just put it into one, just like that. Now, let's season this up, season our chicken up. So I go pretty simple. This is a light heifer dust right here, but it might be for something else. Mainly what we're putting on right here, wink, wink. So I'm just gonna come in. This has got your salt, it's got your pepper, it's got some other goodies in here. While you're doing this, preheat your griddle at a low temperature. I'll show you in a minute what we're gonna do on that. All right, we'll flip this over. That tenderloin right there, I might just kind of butterfly that off a little bit. Just like that. That way it cooks a little bit. There we go. Now, choose whatever season you like. Would I like you to use my heifer dust? Yes, I would love to. If you wanted to marinate this, you could do that as well. It's not, I mean, it's sky's the limit. The idea here is getting your chicken kind of thin enough, okay? You can use like a meat mallet if you want. It kind of beats it out flat. That helps. Also helps tenderize. But this is the way I kind of like doing it. Well, there we go. Let's head over to the griddle. All right, we're at the griddle. One thing I want to note is griddle temperature chart. Right there. Tells you about where your griddle needs to be for whatever you're cooking. Pancake and eggs, bacon and sausages, burgers and steaks, chicken and poultry, so chicken breast. I got on here about 375 to 400 degrees. That's gonna give you a really nice even heat. And it's not gonna char. It's just gonna cook it at a nice even pace, okay? Then, if you need to know when it's done, I got this meat temperature chart. Magnets, it attaches right to your griddle. So check that out. Now, let's talk about griddle temperatures. Well, I thought you might ask. So I'm at 362 right there. And that's pretty good. That's about where we want it. We're gonna leave this out. We need a little bit of oil. Where's my oil? There it is. I add just a little bit of oil. I'm trying to do a little bit better these days. This is just avocado oil, okay? Not much. Take your spatula. Just kind of run that around. About where you're gonna put your chicken. Now, this is what I also do. I let this oil, when you put that oil down, it's cold. I let it come up to temperature. I let the griddle heat it, all right? We're wanting to be within that 375, 400 degree range. Now, what you wanna hear whenever you put your chicken onto the griddle is you wanna hear this. You hear that sizzle? You don't want it going, but you don't want it to go. You want that slight little sizzle. What we're gonna do We're just gonna let this cook for maybe 3 minutes on this side. So we'll come right back, all right? All right, so after a couple minutes, just gonna kind of flip this over. There we go. I mean, that's pretty dang good right there. Not bad, not bad at all. We're gonna let this go for about another 3 minutes on this side. We're gonna start probing with our Insta-read thermometer, see where we're at internally to see how much longer we need to go. All right, it's been about another 3 minutes. Let's flip these over. As you can see, kind of like the first time we flip. The idea here is to keep on flipping. So it just keeps on, you flip it, starts heating up from that end. You flip it, heats up from that end, start meeting the middle. So now, here's where things start getting a little interesting. For chicken, 165, right there, 149, 148. So, you know, you gotta, some of these with the thicker end, you gotta be careful. So just probe around. We still got just a little while longer on this, guys. And this is where you know if it's done or not. 165 kills salmonella instantly. Okay, at this point, I flip often, okay? And as you can see, I mean, some of this got more color on it. So the idea here is to not leave it on one side, to let it get darker or potentially browned or blackened, you know? What you can do, this is optional, try to keep that convection, keep that heat in from all sides. You can take a dome and put over this. That'll help cook the chicken through even faster. It'll help with just aid with things. All right, check this out. This piece right here, nice and even the whole way. It's probing at about 163, anywhere from 163 to 165. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You can see it's got nice caramelization. We're gonna put that over on our cutting board. It's done. These others, you might have to just keep on just kind of flipping them and checking them out just to make sure. This one right here is gonna be close as well. This one is 165. There we go. I mean, as you can see, I mean, check that out. Not burnt, not blackened. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's juicy. I didn't add any juice to that. Let's give it a slice. Look at that. Perfect, perfect chicken. Boy, Maggie's coming over here. I mean, it's nice and juicy. Chicken breast. This is what I like to do. A little bit of lemon. Oh man, it brightens everything up. A little bit more of our rub. That, my friends, is a beautiful piece of chicken breast. Anthony, thank you for telling me this. You know, I just cook chicken, you know, the way I cook chicken. And I don't know that people struggle. And so I just want to help people out. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I hope this helped you, my friend. I hope to help everybody else. See you later, guys.